All right, guys, so back with the truck here. I did a little bit of work off camera. I mean, it actually kind of might look like a lot of work, but I think I told you about the LEDs I added to the engine bay here, and I got the wiring harness all shortened up and added in. It was actually a lot of wiring I cut out of it. Don't mind the mess here, but pretty sure all of this was part of it. So, like a good, like probably 10 feet all together, and got it all hooked up to a switch here, which I just got it grounded out to this bolt right here, and then I added an inline fuse right to the battery right there, and just like that it all works. So really happy with how they turned out, and they're not like super bright, so I figured in the engine bay would be perfect for them, and you know, I'm really happy with how they look. So got that all done, and you know, battery's all hooked up. I ran another ground wire down under the computer kind of right here, and then you can see it right there by the power steering line right here, and then just up to the motor right there. I had to cut a bolt down, and I got that to fit and all work, so that looks pretty good. And then now I got some rock lights right here that I gotta get fitted all up, so I gotta go grab my wheel well liners and get those all fitted. I took the front off of it for now because I gotta get my new headlights put all together, and then I can add my new bow tie to this grill, because there's the old grill with that one. So I got a brand new bow tie to, you know, complete this grill, and I gotta get it all tapped into the headlights and all hooked up. So that's one of the things that's the second thing I gotta do. So this, the front end. The third thing is I gotta add in this little reverse camera. So I found a spot, but I gotta take my tailgate off just to drill the holes and get it bolted on. But I might actually try and run the wires and get all that hooked up. So this is the power supply for it. I gotta run this all the way up to the front, probably ground it to the frame along the way, and then hook that up to keyed power. And then this one also goes from the back right there. There's two little connectors, and then this wire will go and bring it all the way to the radio. So from there to, I don't know, this hooks up. This one might hook up to the radio, and then you gotta tap it into a wire also on the back of the radio or something like that. I don't know. I still gotta kind of look into it, but yeah, I might try and get that ran, but I'm definitely gonna have to extend this to get this wire the rest of the way down the frame into the fuse box. And then I haven't looked to see how long this one is, but that one has to go from the radio out the firewall and all the way back. So there's that. And then I gotta wire up my mirrors. So this is gonna be its own switch. I gotta look into how I want to have it power folding. I don't know if it'll work on my switch panel, or if I just kind of need like a temporary switch, like a momentary switch, so it doesn't burn out the motors in there and stuff. And then for like the door actuator thing, like the sensor for when it's open, I gotta tap this light into that. So, you know, whenever my door is open, this light will light up. And then it's supposed to have switchbacks, so those should be working. I don't know. I just gotta get everything all wired up, just because this truck wasn't meant to have it, so I gotta do it all myself and figure that all out. So that's just kind of a little rundown of all the wiring left. And then like there's a few other little things for the radio, like the GPS and stuff. And then to top it all off, I gotta hook up this nice dual sub setup I have back here, which there's the headlights that are supposed to go in it. And then I gotta retint it all, and then I gotta do a bunch of paint corrections and touch up and get it all pretty much to a nice show quality finish, and pretty much show ready. So and then I gotta, you know, just tidy things up on the inside, like all the wiring for the switch panel and the pedal commander and stuff like that. So a little bit of work left to do, but not too much. And then based off on how, you know, I like the quality of the rear camera, I might try and get another one and just kind of add it up front and add in a front camera. I don't know, just kind of something I've always wanted, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna start by I don't know, just picking something and just getting to work and trying to get it done. So definitely the hardest things for me will be like radio stuff and trying to figure out the whole mirror situation, because I gotta go from the mirror, which is, you know, up here, through the door, through this wiring harness, and then, you know, to, I don't know, maybe out the firewall also. And then the next challenge would be the subs. So definitely got a lot of learning ahead of me and a lot of figuring out to do, but you know, all in due time, it'll get done. So just stay tuned and I'm gonna get to work. All right, guys, so I actually started with the reverse camera, and I didn't mount the camera itself yet just because I can't get a drill bit in there, so I'm gonna have to take the tailgate off, and I don't want, you know, to accidentally scratch the paint or anything. So I did get the wires ran, and if we look back here, you can actually see I got the wires right there. So I ran them from the back all the way to the front, and I grounded out the one right where you can see a ground for the I don't know, they ground out the filler neck or something, but I grounded it right there, and then I ran it all the way up to the fuse box up here and tapped it into the fuse box with an add a fuse, and then I got it going into the firewall, and it's just right here for now. But it actually seems like it's like a foot too short or something. So when I get that camera hooked up, I'm gonna have to try and see if I can get any more slack out of the line, and see if I can get it to just barely reach the radio. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to splice it and try and extend it. But I don't wanna go that far yet until the sensors or the camera's all mounted. So that's about as far as I can get with that without, you know, taking my tailgate off, drilling the holes, and screwing the camera on the back. So I think I'm gonna get started by taking the wheel well liners out. Well, they're not in it yet, but you know, I got them over there on the shelf. So grabbing those and kind of just laying out my rock lights here. So I think that's next. All right, guys, just gonna give you a quick little update here before I call it for the night. I got the wheel well liners all pulled out, and this is a new one right here. I got the old ones right there, and I started getting my lights installed. So you can see I got 2 of them. I'm gonna run 2 for each wheel, and hopefully it looks pretty good, because I tried one out already and they're actually pretty bright. So hopefully they look really nice on there. So I just used the old ones as a mock-up until I got, you know, a good spot. I kind of held them up on this truck, but yeah, I like where they were, so held it up to there, got them all mounted, and I also got the other side all done too, right over here. I got 2 lights all up in there, so hopefully those look really good and do the job. So this side should reach, I'm gonna put the box for them, this thing right here, the little computer. I was just gonna put it to the back of mine on the truck right there. I should be able to get it to fit in there, and then just all my wires will end up right here, just like all the other ones are. So should work out pretty good. But for this side, I'm just gonna have to shorten them a little bit. And then the rear ones, all these ones are actually longer, but I'm pretty sure the kit's meant for a Jeep, because even on my truck, they don't quite reach the front. Like this side's even short, and then the right rear's even gonna be a lot shorter. I never did kind of lay it out, but I'm sure it's only gonna come to like here. Like probably gonna need to extend it probably a good 8 feet or so, maybe even more. And I'll just have to figure that out when I get there. But it looks like these ones actually have 5 wires in them, unlike all my pods and the light bars. And even these had 4 lights or 4 wires in them. So just means it's going to take a little bit longer for me, but I mean, I'm going to do it all nice, and you know, so I get that nice clean finish. and so it looks good in the end. And you know, that way I don't have 5 miles of wiring all hidden on this thing, and you know, just a mess. So I'm actually taking my time trying to clean it up and make it look good. So I gotta get the rears mounted still. I'm running these liners just cause it would look better. Plus I didn't, you know, care to tape off the wheel well here, so should look pretty good. I just gotta trim them up so that it doesn't cover my frame, because this piece goes too low. But I gotta get all that done yet, but that's for another night. So I will catch you guys in the next one. All right guys, so I am back now and back on with the rock lights. The bolts were actually sticking up quite a bit, so I actually just cut them down with a bolt cutter, and now they're nice and short, so they should fit just fine now. And if I grab my flashlight over here, I can show you. So I got the rear ones all mounted as well. As you can see, I think they look really good up in there. And I actually had to trim off the backing just because they're designed to cover the frame, and obviously I don't want to cover my frame. Plus they got a little bit of a body lift, so it just wasn't going to work out. And so they're going to cover up all of this as I kind of showed in the last video or the last clip. And it's just going to clean it all up. And actually I got this side all fitted in here, and this is how it turned out. So I think it looks really good, and it fit really nice too. So now for my wires, let's see if I can do this. Yeah. So I think I'm just gonna run this one kind of in front of this mount, and then just across on the top of the frame right there on that bracket. And I don't know, just try and hide it and give it a nice clean look. That's the whole goal. And see if I can do that. Otherwise, I gotta try and find a different route. And then this one should be able to kind of go behind this body mount or something, and then, you know, just shoot across. And then I gotta figure out how to extend them. So that's where I'm at right now. And then I still gotta trim the front liners just because my bumper is so much shorter now. But I was kind of gonna just wait until I got my whole front end done and together before I do like my final cut. But I guess I could rough cut it for now and get them kind of fitted in there, and the wires kind of all fitted. So that's just where I'm at. So I'm gonna keep on working away at it and figure out how to get those wires all the way up to the front corner. All right guys, so back to wiring up the truck here. I actually got this front liner you know, mounted just to get my measurements for the wires, and I cut them down and spliced them back together right there. So these should fit, you know, a lot better now and pretty good, and you know, look all nice and clean. And I took the extra, which here is, you know, the extra from the one, and I'm using it to extend the lights for the rear right here because they were too short to reach the front. So it's working out pretty good. This one was like the perfect length for the light closest to me on this side. So I already got it all spliced on to the end. And then here is the other one. And this one was actually still like a foot short. So I took a section of the wiring from when I shortened the front and cut it down. And then I had to add one wire on the outside because this wire is 5-pin. As you can see, 5 wires right there. And all of my other lights were 4-pin, or, you know, 4 wires. So, you know, I just had to do, you know, just make it work, you know. That's all I got. But, so that will get both of the lights on this side working. The one on that side already works, which I can show you guys that in a minute. And then the lights for over here, I'm just buying an extension harness because it's way easier to just do that. And I measured it. It's like about 10 feet. So they make a 10-foot extension harness and a 12-foot. At least those are the ones I seen. They might make more, but I just saw the 10-foot one, got that, and that'll be here in a couple of days. So once that comes, it's just plug and play. And then I'll get the liner all trimmed up. I still gotta trim the other side too. But yeah, get them trimmed up, and then I can get it all mounted, and then all the wheel wells will be on, all the rock lights will work. But that being said, let me just hook up this. I don't have it to keyed power, so this is my quick connect for my little switch panel or control switch. But as you can see, it's all lit up, and I'm just gonna turn that one on. This is my bumper lights, the RGBs, and this one will be my wheel well liners, or the rock lights. So as you can see, the bumper lights work, and then I got under the hood lights right there. Got those all working, and then here's the wheel well liner rock lights here, which actually they're really bright, you know, compared to the bumper. I mean, they're on their different sequence now, but I mean, I'd say they're easily just as bright, if not brighter. So that's gonna look really good. I'm excited for that, and I'm still on the fence if I'm gonna need more like down the side or something like that, or if I add one like underneath, kind of like up in this area or something, to kind of like light up the front and go down. So I don't know, you know, maybe if I bought like another 8 kit and added like one in the front, one in the back, and like 3 on the side, or, you know, I can always just, you know, do stuff like that. But I think it's looking really good so far, and I'm in the process of extending this one. As you can see, I got 2 of them done, and I gotta tape them off, and then I gotta use this little sleeve and shrink wrap it, and then it looks, you know, all nice and covered up and, you know, watertight. So I gotta finish extending those, and then we'll be looking good. So just thought I'd update you guys, and I'm gonna get back to work and finish wiring this up. All right, guys, so I just finished up all the rock lights. Well, what I could get done. I still need the extension harness like I talked about, but I mean, as you guys can already see, I mean, they're pretty bright. So I got them going right now, and well, here they are, and they all work, well, except for the one where I need the extension wires for. But there they are up in there. So got that one all extended and working. I even got the rear lights going right now. And then I got the front fender just kind of set in there, kind of barely held on, just to see them light up and make sure that they're all working. And yeah, it looks really good. You know, I kind of just mounted them, just kind of like guessed, because I kind of wanted them to be centered, you know. So I mean, yeah, they look pretty good. I mean, it's my first time doing it, but you know, I think they turned out pretty good. And then I got the front all going right here, and then I got the hood all lit up, and then this one going. And like I said, I need the extension harness for that one to work, but that one will just be plug and play. And then now I just got to get my wheel well liners all trimmed up. So I'll just kind of draw a line on this plastic piece up here, just right along down it, and get it all trimmed up. Do a little, you know, diagonal cut right there. And then I'll cut some of this off too, so then I can tuck it behind my bumper, and then it'll be fitted all nicely. And then I don't know, it kind of hangs down a little bit right here. Not too worried about it, but might cut it a little bit just to clean it up. But yeah, then this one will be pretty much all done. I mean, I do got all the tabs in it right now, so I might just kind of have to pop a few out. I don't know if I'm going to drop it all the way out to cut it or not. And then, I mean, the rear liners are all mounted and done. It's just, like I said, this one needs the extension. So that puts the left side, left rear, all done. That one's fully done. Then let me just disconnect that and that. And just like that, all the lights are off. And then I gotta trim this one also. But this one right here is fully done. So that's nice. And then I just got the wires from the rear. I gotta find where they were again, but you know, just waiting on the extension harness. So I'm just gonna trim the front liners, and then this one will have to come back out for hooking up that last rear one. But then this one should be able to go fully in once that's all here and done. And then yeah, just trim them up. And yeah guys, it's really coming along. So I'm just an extension harness away from all my accessory lights being done. And then I gotta work on all the functions of the mirrors, getting that all hooked up and everything. And then, you know, I want to mess around with the radio functions, you know, get the reverse camera in and hooked up. And then I can work on the sound system. I got I'll just show you guys quick. I got two 12-inch kicker subs right here. And then I got an amp and a whole wiring kit and a bass control dial to hook up and get all that done. And then I also got to finish my headlights too, can't forget about those. And then just a few little things to do to the grill. And then guys, then it's just working on the paint and getting it all like show quality. And then she'll be ready for, you know, spring and all the shows to come this year. So super excited. It's finally getting close. There's a few more things, you know, I want to order for it and get done. But you know, when the time comes, I'll show you guys that. So hope you guys are liking what, you know, it's coming to. You know, all the lights and stuff, I should say. And you know, I'm gonna keep on getting her finished up here. So I'll catch you guys later.